Soldiers, welcome to the Military Weapon Conference. Today's topic is Fennec, the most aggressive weapon in this game. The Vector returns in Call of Duty Mobile as the Fennec. It was added as part of the Season 11 anniversary update. The Fennec was highly overpowered with the Akimbo perk, that many players complained about it. As a result, the Fennec got nerfed immediately in Season 13. So without the Akimbo perk, has Fennec become a balanced weapon? Is it still the meta of this game? Without further ado, let's find it out. The Fennec was a powerful SMG, but with the addition of the new perk Akimbo, it became a broken weapon. Back in Season 12, almost every player was running a Fennec with Akimbo perk, and any other guns could not stand a chance against this weapon. It's ruining the meta of this game before the nerf of Akimbo perk. The gun features the highest rate of fire of all guns at the cost of a huge recoil penalty. Combined with the top-class hip-fire accuracy, and good mobility, this is an extremely powerful submachine gun at close range. However, it has a decent amount of damage drop at range. Players may struggle to kill enemies even at mid-range, due to the low damage and large recoil. If you guys still remember, I did a full SMG review back in Season 13, to rank all SMGs. The performance of Fennec was quite impressive. It's on my top pick list for close-range weapons. In case you missed that video, I highly recommend you review it, with the link in the description. On any given MP maps, the Fennec is absolutely a beast. It dominates in close-range combat. It was also the very first mythic weapon introduced in Call of Duty Mobile, which was released in Season 12. So what makes the Fennec such a powerful weapon? Now, let me show you the weapon stats first. The Fennec has an extremely high fire rate with good accuracy and huge recoil. By default, it is only 25 bullets in the magazine with a fire rate of 1,111 rounds per minute. The default mag size is not sufficient for the weapon with such a high fire rate. Practically, you will be running out of ammo very quickly. An extended mag or quick reload is always required for this weapon. The quick reload time of the weapon is 1.6 seconds, and the full reload time is 2.3 seconds. Its ADS speed is 234 milliseconds, which is about the average of SMGs. The mobility of Fennec is outstanding even among SMGs. The movement speed can reach 7 meters per second, and ADS movement speed is around 3.4 meters per second. The base weapon stats indicate Fennec is a very quick weapon. Actually, it's the #1 quickest weapon in this game. The only weapon with a fire rate higher than 1,000 rounds per minute. Being the quickest weapon, can its damage range stand out among others? Now let's take a look at the damage and range of this weapon, to see how it performs in terms of time to kill in different ranges. The Fennec is a weapon with an overwhelmingly high fire rate. Compared to other SMGs, it can 5 shots kill in close range, but the damage drops dramatically in the longer range. It deals 23 damage up to 7 meters, 21 damage from 8 to 11 meters, 18 damage from 12 to 16 meters, and 13 damage from 17 meters above. The weapon has 3 body multipliers. A headshot deals 1.1 times normal damage, and a leg shot has a 10% damage reduction. In MP, the time to kill figure is absolutely at the top level in close range. This makes it one of the most efficient killing machines in MP. However, in BR it's a different story. Due to the extremely low damage, and the heavy recoil, Fennec is not feasible for long-range combat in BR. As a result, its effective range is within 16 meters. However, we can still rely on its good hip-fire accuracy, and easy-to-control recoil. It might be not the main weapon you would pick, but it's definitely the best secondary weapon that you can carry for the close-range fight. Practically, Fennec is still one of the top weapons in MP, even after the nerf of the Akimbo perk. It deals decent damage in close range, which can 5 shots kill up to 11 meters, and 6 shots kill up to 16 meters.
There's a distance between us. It's getting hard to reach.
To rank this weapon, it has low damage, fairly good accuracy, and great weapon mobility. The Fennec is not for beginners, as it's not easy to use, due to its high fire rate and huge recoil. But if you can master it, it will become the most powerful weapon in this game. Now, let me show you the best loadout of this weapon for both MP and BR.
I'll stay till the finish line. And I've been counting.
Before we start, I'd like to discuss the unique attachment of Fennec. The Akimbo perk. The Fennec becomes a dual weapon when equipping the Akimbo perk. It was too overpowered in Season 12 when it's first released, and got a huge nerf in Season 13. Now with the Akimbo perk, the weapon fire rate is the same, and it deals slightly higher damage than the default Fennec. However, the problem with the Akimbo perk is, you can only use hip fire, and reloading takes much more time. Personally, I don't recommend using this attachment for Fennec anymore. In MP games, weapon mobility is most important. It determines how fast you can kill. Our goal of this build is to maximize the weapon mobility, to make the quickest weapon even faster. We use the light barrel and no stock to boost weapon mobility. These two attachments can increase ADS speed, movement speed as well as ADS movement speed. Then we use the granulated grip tape and the tactical laser to redeem the loss of weapon accuracy. To finish up the build, we will add the light mag, which can further increase movement speed. You can also use an extended mag to solve the insufficient bullet issue of the Fennec. This is a max mobility build. Let's see how it performs against the default Fennec. First of all, let's test the ADS speed. The default ADS speed is 14 frames, which is 234 millisecond. With this MP build, the ADS time is reduced to 11 frames. This is not the quickest among SMGs, but it's quick enough. Besides, we will use hip fire a lot in close range, so ADS speed is not our first concern here. Okay, before we going forward, let's take a break here. Please do consider subscribing to this channel with the notification on. I've developed a Call of Duty mobile companion app, including everything you need to know about this game. The app is completely free to use. I'll put the download links in the description. Now let's move on. With this MP build, you can move like a flash, rush your enemy in a second. Next, let's compare the recoil patterns. The bullet spread accuracy of the Fennec wasn't too bad, and the recoil is mostly vertical. Even though it has a huge recoil, it is not difficult to control it. It is worth mentioning that the hip fire accuracy of this weapon is really good. It is always recommended to use hip fire with this weapon, rushing, shooting while moving. If this is your playstyle, then Fennec is your best option in MP. To sum up, this is a max mobility MP build that provides the best mobility and better accuracy at the cost of recoil control. It is the most aggressive weapon in MP and can be super powerful if you know how to use it correctly. Now let's move on to the BR build. In BR games, the weapon damage range is always our first concern. However, SMGs, especially the Fennec, is not designed for range fight. I rather carry it as the secondary weapon, and use its hip fire and great mobility in close range combat. To improve its hip fire accuracy, we use the light flash guard, and the Merc laser. They can improve hip fire accuracy by 20%. Next, we use the steady stock to improve weapon accuracy and flinch stability. It helps in horizontal recoil as well. The extended light barrel is included in this build. This is the only attachment that can help to improve damage range. To finish up the build, we will add an extended mag. This is a versatile BR build. Let's see how it performs against the default Fennec. First of all, let's test the ADS speed. In this build, we sacrifice some mobility for better range, so ADS speed is 3 frames slower than the default. However, I won't worry too much about the ADS speed, as we mainly use this weapon for hip fire. Soldiers, it's time to get your shit together and start training. Click the link in description to join our battlefield in Discord. Let's grow together. Next, let's compare the recoil patterns. Even though the bullet spread accuracy is improved, the horizontal recoil is still the problem here. As you can see, the weapon has some horizontal recoil at the end of the spray. I recommend not to spray the whole mag of this weapon if you use ADS of the weapon. Last but not least, let's check the hip fire accuracy. The default hip fire accuracy is already very good. With this BR build, the hip fire accuracy is quite impressive. You can always rely on its hip fire in close range combat. To sum up, this is a build with better range and good hip-fire accuracy, specially designed for BR. It is a powerful weapon in close range up to 18 meters. You can eliminate the enemy with hip-fire, while moving fast to dodge some bullets. Overall, the Fennec is still a meta in this game. The best fire rate and brilliant mobility make Fennec a top-tier weapon in MP, and with good hip-fire accuracy, the Fennec can be a versatile secondary weapon in BR as well. Soldiers, our session ends here today. Hope you enjoy the weapon discussion and different loadouts that I presented in this video, and if you did, please do leave a like, and comments below. Subscribe with notification on, so you won't miss out on my future tips and tricks videos. Share this video for supporting this channel, and for appreciating my hard work. I will see you again in our next mission. Until then, stay safe, peace out.
Breaking news. Local man stopped World War III by announcing the war is over.